Hello everyone, Wenzeltron here. We're back on Heroes of the Storm, and it's been a little while. So, Yrel, right? The new hero in the game. Yesterday there was a balance patch. I'm trying to figure out what I want to show you guys. There we go. Statistics. So, Yrel. She's somewhere all the way down at the very bottom here, because I'm terrible at her. She is not my best hero. That's for sure. I should have found this earlier. There we go. 38%. I'm below average at this point. But I also didn't play her all that much. I've only played 13 games with her. And I really tried, when she was first released, to figure out how to play her. And now with the new balance changes and stuff, I really think she's actually kind of solid. She's really interesting. She's like very much a... I'm going to be in this area, and if you try to come into this area, I'm not going to let you. Like, it's she doesn't want to go to the you want people to come to you. It's kind of weird. Kind of like a Johanna in a way, but she's different than Johanna too. But I would say Johanna is more like her playstyle. Other than that, her new rework feels pretty damn good. She has some pretty cool, basically just number tweaks. Her E now does a lot more damage, so when you land an impact area, you're able to actually feel impactful when you hit a hero with it and also use it as lane clear. But you use your escape. And other than that, there were just a few other things that was reduced. They reduced the cooldown of your trait, so you use more often, but then they lowered the healing on this. But because you can use it more often, you still could probably heal the same amount. I haven't done the math on that, but that's what it feels like. And that's about it, just as a overview here of the hero. And last but not least, I wanted to say level 20, always go this. Because when you're unstoppable, that removes the passive movement speed decrease of channeling an ability, which is really powerful when you're channeling a ability post 10, so you can get those quick heals or quick anything without nerfing your own movement speed. So with that, everybody, we're going to jump into a game, and we're going to see how well I can do. I've been winning today, so hopefully the trend continues. I just messed the button. Alright, everybody, we're on Braxis Holdout. Actually a decent map for Yrel. And now, level 1 is kind of like what you want to do as a healer or a hero, like sustaining wise. Dauntless is good, obviously, if you have a lot of physical damage. The Light of Carabor, I was going to say Calidor, is probably your best go-to if you're a frontline tank, because you're going to be in the fight more often. And then Maraud's Insight is for the off lane, where you can weave your auto attacks in between every ability. It's kind of like the follow through, but for a sustained version of it. But we're gonna go Light of Carabor, like so. You just got hooked because we're bad. I also fat fingered a wrong ability. So we're off to a great start. We're also joined by Senfer, aka Brian. Long time no see. So he's on comms. He's in on comms so that we can just talk about stuff as it happens and just. Oh man, that was a good hook. But we just got a kill on Tassadar, so it's a trade.
Got it. I guess I'll be top lane. I mean,
either you or Phoenix. Probably Phoenix would be a better top lane.
It's a telephone call. Lovely.
All right. So we've already died once, but it's okay. Basically, what Light of Carabor does though is increase the radius of your Q, and then for every enemy you hit, you increase the healing you receive by 20%, which is humongous.
Humongous.
It's big heals. Once you're about level 20, it starts healing for 1,000 if you're like hitting at least 2 heroes, which is really good. Right now they're playing super safe, so for me to even want to go in is suicidal. And then once you get to level 4 though is where I think Yrel starts shining as a hero, because of the Gift of the Naru is just a really cool talent. And I think from a hero design, Yrel is more of a support tank rather than a like tank with this like how she interacts with some of her abilities. And when you're playing in like quick match like we are right now, the Gift of the Naru healing is kind of silly, because it heals for about 600 once you hit about 14 or so. So it's just weird to like. I'm rooted, but we got a huge heal there because we hit like 3 people, and we're gonna get about 50%. But top lane is totally fine. Go away, Stitches.
Top lane is super fine.
And then the only other buffs is that they've given her E a pretty big damage boost, but obviously that's for her to have more lane clear options. But at the cost of using her engage escape while in lane. So it's another one of those min-maxy type deals. And I don't know what just happened there besides bad things.
That was bad things. Is what that was. I thought you guys were up a little further, and I didn't take the
There was just a hook that was just there.
Thrall was in the bush.
Oh, okay, so they
Rude
saw
me.
it coming.
I didn't. No, I came over here fine, but
Chromie's out of mana. Thrall is very low.
Rhaegar's out of mana too.
Yeah, I know.
We'll take that.
We should be able to get into here pretty easy. Trying to make sure we get this. Oh no.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
There we go. We should be able to get 100-0. No, too bad actually. So, as you can see, I've already tanked 11,000 damage. I don't know what they did to her kit, but she just feels super sustainy as a hero. Also, she has relatively low cooldowns for a frontliner, so you can really be spamming these things out without really any worry. As long as you're not using your W like a baddie and knocking things away that shouldn't be knocked away. But that comes with time and learning how the hero fits in. Yeah, heals. I'm rooted over here. You just got a full stack of corruption onto Chromie.
That's what I try to do.
Also, just thinking about this right now, is that Yrel's actually a really good pairing with Gul'dan, because if he's life tapping himself, I can use my Gift of the Naru to heal him back up, free of charge.
That's why I picked them.
I didn't even think about that until like after we.
You said long since any fights. I'm like, Gul'dan. Yeah, well, I'm not bursty. I mean, towards the end when you get your
When you get the
corruption
16
quest
talent.
complete, but
All right, so level 7, Divine Steed is arguably the best talent in the entire tier. Just even as a frontliner, you can instantly mount and you get a really big movement speed boost at 80% for 3 seconds. You could use that mid-fight really easily to reposition and get into someone's face, especially if you're going to be, you know, channeling one of your abilities. It's really important. Oh, Chromie.
you should get smacked. Nope. Okay.
I was trying to get in front of her, but it didn't work.
I didn't mean to start that. That was kind
We
of
don't want to. We don't want to do this. This is scary. Well, Thrall's not here, and you just got another massive corruption, so I guess we're gonna do it. I'm zoning him away. So this is another thing: is the threat tanking is so real. You can just be in people's faces and take quite a bit of damage without really having to worry about it, as long as you are mindful of your own cooldowns. Because most of the time I'm using my instant cast on my Q heal. I think that
We
is.
can also take this. As well.
Yeah. Thrall's right here though. Good dodge. But I mean, I'm just sustaining our team. With the Lucio too, he's got the trickle heals. I got a burst heal every like 6 seconds. Or 8 seconds actually, but like still. We're like really throwing our weight around right now. Yep. That was a big heal. Can I get away? I can get away. And I don't need to leave either. I could just stay here and then just channel my Q, the hard cast it, and then wait again, another few seconds, and then get an instant cast version of it. And then I get hooked again, and then we try to not die again.
Yeah, that, however, you know. Kirby dog.
Okay, you should back out because there's no Phoenix with you guys. But the Lunara factor is so real right now.
Oh, she's gonna die though. Wow, she
Nope.
didn't go temporal loop.
She
This
just-
is much better.
Yeah, actually, Temporal Loop would have messed us up.
Oh, the bottom lane is pushed so hard.
Yeah, I know.
No, oh, come on.
Well, I mean, we just
Phoenix.
literally took over their side of the map. Before even 10.
No.
Hook is down. Tassaro's almost dead. Lunara's really doing a good job.
I got the point. We just trying to push this in? Like,
Seems like it. Wow. I guess if they're not gonna respond to us, we killed their main healer. If we can get the sidewall down, we can. Oh, I just jumped over like a baddie. Apparently that was a bait, unintended bait. So as you can see, we're not even 10 yet, and we're almost about to get a keep down. We're gonna head to this beacon, probably to Thrall. At level 10, I think Ardent Defender suffers the same issues that Tazdingo suffers on Zul'jin. Once people realize it's there, it gets you way less value. It's fun at level 20 when you can self-heal your allies. Uh-oh.
What is over aggressive with not much health? She's actually doing well though.
And they also, oh, I forgot to mention, they increased Yrel's auto attack speed. So it feels better than it did before. Stitches, go away. Oh man.
Quest completion shortly. I will go bottom.
40?
Yeah, 37.
Oh, we need to leave.
No, that's not good.
I'm dead now. Their entire team showed up with Archon. Oh, but the Planet Cracker. Oh, that was also a buff in the most recent patch too. Before it was like 3 seconds of standing in Planet Cracker did like the majority of a hero's health. And there goes a dead Chromie. This Lunara is really aggressive, or knows how to be aggressive.
She is very aggressive.
Tassadar's probably dead. Yep,
Open.
there it goes.
The larger attack wave is heading towards your
So, we should be able to get keep possibly from this. I think too the problem on their team is they really lack lane clear. And oh, Rhaegar went bloodless. See, I was just talking about this as we were loading in. Rhaegar got some changes. Ancestral healing lost 300, I think, HP of healing. So it's like down a bit. It's like not a lot, but like now people are trying to make Bloodlust work again. Because he's got a stronger base kit of healing. I don't know. Brian, as a support main, what are your thoughts on that? I know you like aggro supports.
Yeah, I do like aggro supports. I don't know how much you may or may not have said, but I was just like,
that was a lot of damage that time. Okay, but they were still way lower than we were, so we came out on top. Not quite a keep since we lost Lucio early. What are we at? 13. So the Eldor Peacekeeper, sorry, is a max charge skill. Increases the slow on your E. That actually might be useful now that the charge time is a bit slower. It's or faster, sorry. It's only a... Oh, it doesn't even say in the tooltip here. It should be 1.25 seconds, I believe. That needs to be updated. But I usually go Valen's Chosen, because this amplifies the healing you give with your D when you're in a mid-fight. Which is really good, because then you're helping your allies more and more. Oh. Dead again! I'm feeding now. But they have lots of slows, and I couldn't get out. The Stitches hooks are really hard to get away from, since you self-slow yourself while channeling. Oh. The Chromie combo.
Coming in. Full ham.
Do you have fear? Oh no, it's 14 seconds. But that was a really good hit. So there we go, the power of Gul'dan. I haven't been making a good use of my level 7 talent. Phoenix, Bomb. Chromie's over here. Oh no, it's her clone.
Well, she was there a moment ago. She's protecting her team.
They're probably doing their bruiser cam. Yeah.
me.
Tricks are for kids. Citrus is pushing the bottom lane. Oh, Chromie's nearby. But they're gonna try and steal this camp from us. Not quite.
Another trial for the Alliance.
They use Bloodlust, so we can just back out of the fight now. We have a split push Gul'dan in the top lane, so that's actually a good thing. Because they're not paying attention to that.
Yeah, not at all.
There we go, we got a Stitches. So we were talking about this before too, is the long sustained fight of Yrel is really powerful. As long as I can keep weaving my abilities, you can do well. You gotta be careful, Brian up there. At least one of them's probably coming back.
Probably.
I needed that.
That's okay. 'Cause we should get the win.
Rotating
off
with
of
the
this.
Thrall.
Oh,
I
we
have
didn't
my
get that-
mace charged up. I'm gonna hit you. This looks really silly right now.
Get the point back.
Chasing the Thrall is funny. I have. This is bad.
You got this here, command. Back
Yeah,
is
Chromie's dead.
done.
So now the slow is no longer a big deal. And now we can be aggressive onto Stitches. And there we go. The triple kill. And
Let's
we
go in that.
follow the heal buttons. And there we go. At level 16, about 500 damage on your E. It's a very, very much needed buff. Because before, it was like, your abilities didn't do anything.
Just go finish that top line off.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. And now that 16 is upon us, we have Divine Favor. I think is the only one that really matters. I'm going to let this siege camp push into it. Dang it, stupid slowing deal. So for every base attack, casting a basic ability reduces the Divine Purposes cooldown by 1.5 seconds. So again, incentivizing the weaving of your abilities of Twilight Archon. Or not Twilight, but Archon itself. Lunara got rooted, it looks like. There was a huge fear in the middle of that fight. And as you can see, I just put down the sacred ground and just made it my home. I just said, I dare you to come inside of here. And I think that is really good because the ability to have a 40 armor area and your healer knows you're going to be in that area. Your DPS know you're going to be in that area. And then you just dare the enemy. It just sets up everything.
There you go.
And
Well, that was a good game. I will allow you to finish up your wrap off. So I will join you afterwards in
Yes.
maybe. So, good game.
yes. Alrighty, everybody. Looking at the stats real quick. We went 0, 10, and 5. I did die a little bit in the middle of the game, but, you know, it happens while you're explaining things. But I did 77,000 soak of damage, which you can see is really good. Just on par with Stitches. Damage-wise, we are pretty much on the lower end, which is what you would expect. Yrel does not do very much damage at all, and they've done a really good job of trying to mitigate how much damage tanks can do. And so, just look at the build one more time. Do Light of Karabor, we do Gift of Naru, and then we do Divine Steed, and then we do Sacred Ground, and Velen's Chosen, just to give you even more spell power to heal yourself, and then level 16 Divine Favor, which synergizes with the rest of your build, or at least the 4, 13, and 16. And then, if we had leached level 20, Praxis Holder is quite snowbally though. I would have gone for Seraphim, which is activate to gain a stop for 2 seconds, because that's even more powerful, because you could just abuse that as a hero that just wants to walk into you and cast her abilities. Alright everyone, so that's it for the Yrel video. I feel like her buffs feel really good. She's not the Retribution Paladin that we all wanted, especially as considering she does have Murad's hammer. But from what the character plays like, it is much better than it was before. She is on a fine line, I think, because the Gift of the Nard talent is so powerful, and I don't know where it's going to land, but I think if it continues to be buffed anymore, even though they did nerf it right now, it's really, really strong. So if it goes too far, it's going to be a must-have in teams because it provides that much more sustain to your team with little thought or effort, because you just press the button and it's part of your playstyle. It's always there. And it's big, especially coupling that with Velen's Chosen. It's just a interesting talent choice, and I don't know how much it's going to impact eventually, but I think it's a really, really powerful design decision here. So we have to watch it out how well she's going to be, because she's going to be at the point where she's just going to be so sustaining and tanky that it'll be fun to play, but not fun to play against, because you don't really have an answer for it. As of right now, I'm not sure what counters her except stuns, like a new Barak, things like that would probably be the best way to counter it. But that is a video for another time. So with that, everybody, would leave a comment on what you thought about the video, and thank you all for joining me in the Heroes of the Storm.